Hi, my name's Wiley Sharp with Dennison Yacht Sales here in the beautiful Virgin Islands. And today I'm going to do a quick video on the fixed costs associated with owning a crewed yacht catamaran here in the Virgin Islands. The first thing I want to go over is your maintenance costs. Every year you'll want to haul the boat out and you'll want to do a bottom job, service the sail drives. If you have underwater lights, they might need servicing. If you want to add underwater lights, you might have to do that. So every year you'll want to haul the boat out. You'll also probably want to store it on the hard for hurricane season. And so I kind of put that into the maintenance category, although that is a storage and not a maintenance thing. You'll also have repairs that'll need to be done periodically throughout the course of charter operation and just the movement of the boat. And then you've also got the X factor, as I like to call it, which are all the unknowns that we really can't account for. And those would include things like an engine blowing up or a generator having a major malfunction or water maker or one of those big ticket items that can kind of skew the maintenance costs for the year. So if you're looking at a boat like a Lagoon 440 or 450 or a Leopard 46 or a 48 or a Fountaine Pajot Salina, kind of one of those boats in the mid 40 foot range that runs 6-pack charters, provided the boat's in good condition going into it, you should expect to spend somewhere on the very low end $25,000 a year in maintenance, probably closer to the $30,000, and that would include all those things that I talked about, with the exception of an X factor item like a generator going down and needing to be replaced, that sort of thing. So that's what you would look for in a boat like that. If you move to the larger boats that are in kind of that 55 and up range, so like a Voyage 560 or Voyage 580 or a Lagoon 560 or 620 or, Privilege 615, one of my personal favorites, or Privilege Series 6, you'll see that maintenance costs kind of jump up quite a bit, closer to the, $40,000 range, obviously depending on the overall condition of the boat. But that's what I would budget for when putting a plan together for putting a yacht into crewed yacht charter. Another fixed cost that you'll have to deal with will be your insurance, and there's so many variables on the insurance. I was talking to a friend earlier today that owns a charter company that all they do is crewed yacht charter management, and I said, for the smaller boats you have, the lower priced boats, what are you looking at for annual premium there? And that starts at around $4,000. So that's something like an older Voyage 440 or a Dean Cat or something like that. For the boats, from my experience, that are like the Leopard 46s, Salina 48s, Lagoon 450s, you're somewhere kind of in that $6,000 to $8,000 range for your annual insurance, and then for the larger boats, you're somewhere in that $12,000 range or so, 12 to 14. If you're a boat that's going to offer diving and carry dive insurance, that's a whole different thing. And then also, if the boat's going to be down here in the Caribbean for hurricane season, that can also impact your insurance cost. Another fixed cost with having a catamaran here in crewed yacht charter is your crew pay. So the kind of going rate around here in the Virgin Islands for a crew is about $1,000 per foot annually, and that's for both the captain and the chef. There are some crews that'll work for less money. There's other crews that will, you'll have to pay better than that. You really get what you pay for when it comes to crew salary. Some people down here, they try to do it a little bit different, and instead of paying a salary, they'll try to pay like a per charter rate. From my experience, that's really not a good way of going about doing it. Although it's a little less scary because you don't have that fixed cost of a crew salary. When the crew's not on charter, or if they become a little displeased with the job or they have some issues with their attitude, they're really going to let maintenance items slip because they are not going to have that feeling of being paid for doing the maintenance. So I really shy away from doing a per trip pay for charter. What you can do as an owner, if you're a little scared about the $1,000 a foot, you could possibly do like a little bit more of a reduced salary with a trip pay kind of component, and so having a type of like hybrid system, if you will. So if you take like a Voyage 580, instead of having to write a check every year for $58,000 for the crew, you may be able to find a crew that'd be willing to run that boat for $40,000 a year and then pay them $1,000 per charter, with the goal and expectation being that the boat will run 18, 20 charters, kind of netting the crew $58,000 at the end of the year. With that $58,000, they're obviously going to earn their gratuity on top of it. And so a good cruise should make, right around $100,000 a year in actual take-home pay. But that's a whole nother post there for another day. So that's just a quick video on some of the fixed costs with owning a crude yacht catamaran here in the Virgin Islands. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below or send me an email. Thanks and have a good day.